What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Hey, this is Alan with D9Jsports. We're right back at it with another show. As promised, I told you I was going to come back to you after the Super Bowl was over with on Monday. And we're at it, and we're going to talk about it, ladies and gentlemen. I wanted to make sure that I let the dust settle, so everybody all over YouTube and all over TV could get their thoughts out about what really happened before I came back and gave you my rundown on the game itself. So we're going to take a few minutes, and I won't be long, but we're going to talk about the game. We're going to talk about the halftime show, whether you liked it or not. We're going to touch on Kendrick Lamar's performance. So all of my subscribers out there, I want to tell you, I appreciate you sticking with me. Hey, the numbers are steady rising up, and that's what we're talking about at D9Jsports. I know you love this show, and I love you too for subscribing and sticking with us. I don't know what we're going to do now that the football season's over with, because the NBA and basketball, I knew it was trouble from the start. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, this is Alan with D9Jsports. Let's get right into it. The Super Bowl. I'm not going to go off really bad, but I will tell you that I told you what was going to happen like 3 days ago. Did I know for sure? Pretty much, yeah. And the reason why is because I've seen quarterbacks get out there in pressure-packed games like this, and when you're able to get pressure after watching the Eagles and how they could get pressure, and they done one thing that I didn't tell you about. As far as how they were going to get the pressure. I told you they would get pressure up the middle, and they would get the pressure and contain the outside to keep Pat in the pocket. And they done exactly that. But the one thing that I didn't really understand, I didn't think that they could do, they done it without blitzing, ladies and gentlemen. So when you're getting pressure from your front man up in the middle, you're getting pressure in the middle through the gaps, the A gap, B gap, you're getting that pressure right there. And the A gap and B gap, for those of you ladies and gentlemen who don't know what I'm talking about, that's right up above or to the right and left of the center, right? The guy who snaps the football. And then they were getting pressure on the outside. They were containing, and they kept Pat in the pocket. But the problem was as soon as Pat dropped back. See, on a three-step drop, there are two things that a quarterback does, ladies and gentlemen. On a three-step drop, when the quarterback takes a snap and he drops back 3 steps, the football immediately comes out. It's not one of those things where you drop back and you hold the football. 3-step drop, 1, 2, 3, and when your back foot goes down, you don't hitch. You immediately throw the football. I'm going to give you a little quarterback 101, okay, while I'm telling you this. So 3-step drop, the football comes out, okay. 5-step drop, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you stand up. And when you stand up, you can either hit a quick pass, bam, or you have maybe one hitch. And what one hitch is pump. You pump fake one way and get rid of, or do your check down, okay? So just a football quarterback 101 for those of you out there who don't know what I'm talking about. And I'm sure a lot of you don't know what I'm talking about as far as that concerned. And for those of you who have played the position, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You've got to be able to get the football out. And what happened when he dropped back, they were all over him, ladies and gentlemen. And that was the beginning of the end. Now, who's to blame for what happened? Well, I'm here to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give you that. But the first thing I'm going to tell you is that negativity sells in America. And it's a shame that negativity sells. Just a couple of days ago, not even a couple of days ago, about 28 hours ago, Patrick Mahomes was the greatest thing since sliced bread. Some people were saying he was the greatest quarterback of all times. Now, I will tell you that I felt like Patrick Mahomes had tied Joe Montana, okay, in a sense. And did he tarnish that? Well, I'm here to tell you. Well, yeah. But does that mean that I've turned on Patrick Mahomes like the rest of the people you see? No. I know that Patrick Mahomes had all the things against him. Now, the one thing that you can be assured of, and the only level that this doesn't happen is on Pee Wee football, because this is a little bit kid. But every level up from that, in the purest form of football, 7th grade football, 8th grade football, 9th grade football, and junior to varsity football, for me, is the purest form of football that there is. Okay, but moving on in 8th grade, 9th grade, varsity, college, junior college, USFL, it doesn't matter. Your head coach and your quarterback, whichever head coach and quarterback has the best game plan and implement that game plan and does it the best, is going to win the game. And yesterday, Andy Reid, even having 2 weeks off, I never thought I'd see it. He didn't have a good game plan. In the first half, I think the running backs didn't even have combined in the first half 3 or 4 yards rushing. So that was a problem right there. And Andy, you should have knew yourself. You can't drop back. It was disrespectful, really, the way Andy came out there. I'm just going to give it to you real. People are coming up with all this stuff. I'm going to tell you what the truth is on this show. Andy Reid disrespected the Philadelphia Eagles defensive personnel, and they were not having it. So you can't go out there. You got to respect your opponent. You ain't got to fear them, but you got to respect them. So you disrespecting them by thinking it's just because you got Patrick Mahomes, you're going to drop back in the pocket and throw it 50 times where you see what happened. And to me, the problem that I had with that, Andy, okay, is that it was the same reason why the Buffalo Bills didn't beat the Kansas City Chiefs. Because the Buffalo Bills wanted to make Josh Allen a hero, okay? And that's why they lost the game against the Kansas City Chiefs. I don't understand why you were trying to make Patrick Mahomes a hero. He's already a hero. Should have been handing that ball off to Pacheco on them. Whether they got yards or not, you should have kept doing it. Should have kept doing it. So on any level, and if you think I'm lying, I'm going to give it to you real. The Jasper Bulldogs, the problem that they have right now is the coach doesn't want to listen. Okay, he thinks he's better than Williams, but his record is 21. I think 21 wins and 19 losses. And the quarterback, he's a good kid. He played hard, but the coach put him in a bad position because his record as a player for the Bulldogs is something like 21 and 20. But I tell you what, the coach could have put that player in a better position. So it's about the coach and the quarterback. So the game plan was not implemented right. Okay, now negativity once again sells in the United States, ladies and gentlemen, and it's a shame that it's like that. So for those of you out there who seem to think that Patrick Mahomes is all the comments I've been reading about Patrick Mahomes is he sucks and all this. Well, who's your quarterback? Dak Prescott? Yeah, I'm talking to you Cowboy fans. If you're a Cowboy fan, you ain't got no reason to say nothing to nobody because you ain't been to the Super Bowl since Michael Irvin them, and you're not going back. You're not going back. And for everybody else out there, hey, man, you need to stop that, man. Negativity is what sells. It's what sells. Kudos goes out to Jalen Hurts. The number one key to the games for the Kansas City Chiefs, we're going to make Jalen Hurts beat us by passing the football. Well, I'm here to tell you it was the wrong damn answer. Jalen Hurts was balling out. Jalen Hurts separated himself from Lamar. He'd already separated himself from Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen them, and the only person that was right there with him in a sense was Joe Burrow. But Joe had got there once, and he had got there once now. Jalen got there twice. Jalen them 1-1. So all this other stuff about these other quarterbacks, I don't want to hear nothing about it. I don't want to hear nothing about it because the man is Jalen Hurts. As far as they playing football right now in the National Football League, it's Patrick Mahomes and Jalen Hurts. And you can best believe they're going to see each other again. They're going to see each other again. So kudos goes out to both of them and definitely goes out to Jalen Hurts. Way to step up, young man, from Alabama when they took you out and put 2 in and you come and you made a showing and you led them back to the game. Going to Oklahoma doing your thing. I'm so proud of the young man. It's incredible. Hey, even kill young man and he does his job. You don't hear anything about it. Patrick Mahomes, I'm proud of you too. You took your team to the Super Bowl 3 times in a row, and you come closer than anybody in the history of the game of getting there because the other teams who tried to three-peat didn't get there. They didn't get there. Now, let's touch on that a little bit briefly. Past legacy. Well, Joe Montana went 4 times and didn't lose. Joe Montana went 4 times and didn't lose. Tom Brady went what? 9, 10 times, he lost 3. Pat done went what? 5 and lost 2. So you do the math. You do the math. Joe Montana, man, I'm telling you. And I love Pat. He's right there with Joe. But because Pat has a long way to go. Pat has a long way to go. So, but incredible to be able to get him there. And like I said, negativity sells. So the game overall was not what we thought it was going to be because if you're sitting on your couch and you're thinking, now I know, and once again, negativity sells because people talking about, the game was rigged. Man, stop that, man. Stop that, man. Stop that. Now, let's move on to the halftime show. I've been seeing people talk about Kendrick Lamar. They hated Kendrick Lamar. Well, I'm a Tupac man, but I liked that yesterday for the first time. Me and my brother, we was watching the game, and we actually watched the halftime show. And we said at the same time, man, we never watched the halftime show. We had the surround sound up, and I liked it. I know a couple of his songs, but then a lot of people didn't like it. A lot of people didn't like talking about, I didn't know the songs. What damn rappers out there do you know these songs? What rappers out there can you understand what they talking about? So don't just blame it on him. But once again, negativity sells. Negativity sells in America. And it doesn't make no sense. So Kendrick Lamar, I like what you done, brother. I liked it. And people in America, man, it doesn't make any sense. But for those of you who liked it, man, congratulations. For those of you who didn't like it, well, whatever, man. You should have just, hey, what's crazy is, let me tell you what the craziest part about it is. Most of the people watch the football, watch the Super Bowl, or watch the halftime show. Really? That just tells you about where we're at right now. You ain't watch the game. You don't want to watch the game. You want to watch the halftime show. Come on, man. Then when the halftime show don't go the way you like it, then you want to get in the comments and dog the dude out. Come on, man. Come on, man. Doesn't make a lot of sense. And you know what I say on this show? It's driving me crazy. Well, hey, football season's come and gone. And if you think that, if you don't know right now that you're going to miss it, wait till next weekend. Or wait till 2 weeks from now when there's nothing on but the NBA. You're going to have football withdrawals. We still got, another couple, 3, 4, almost a month before the USFL starts out. I'm here to tell you, USFL, XFL, what you do is you pick your team out and you start watching them. You pick your team out and you start watching them and you will get into it. Let's make that thing grow, man, so we can have something to talk about, okay? So, hey, once again, congratulations to the Philadelphia Eagles. Football. It's brought us a lot of joy. Brought us a lot of joy. So for the Philadelphia Eagles, who pulled it off, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Oh, yeah. Your local high school team that won the state title. It's going to be a long time, ladies and gentlemen. Football is incredible, ladies and gentlemen. Till next time, ladies and gentlemen. Allen with D9J Sports. I'm definitely out.